Hey everyone, Mtashed here, and if you're losing a lot of gunfights, it might be because the weapons you're choosing aren't the best for the Destiny 2 meta. I know you guys don't like the word meta, but people are already flocking to, 4 or 5 guns already. So, let's get into it. Better Devils is a kinetic hand cannon with explosive rounds. It's got some cool extended mag or drop the mag options, so if you want a huge magazine but abysmally slow reload, you can do that. Or you can have 10 in the magazine like an IS Luna and reload quite a bit faster. If you use Shade Step to reload, having 13 in the mag can be a pretty cool option. Now for the sights, I'm not sure which is, hands down the best. Steady Hand has been good for me, Fast Draw seems okay, but Sure Shot gives you more range. In most situations, I would say Sure Shot is probably the one to go with, but until I test more, it's hard to say. Better Devils is all around pretty good, but it's not the best hand cannon. I'll show you that one in a bit. Now the Nurgle, or Nergal PR4, is a pulse rifle from Omalon, and it's also a great weapon. It's got full auto, which I don't think is imperative. I don't think it's a great perk overall. It's got steady rounds to keep that stability up. It's got a good scope, and for the most part, this pulse rifle will rip into people. Once you get practice with it, I think it's one of the best weapons in the beta, but it's still most likely, in my opinion, not the best pulse rifle. The reason I'm showing these weapons off is I believe the Warlock actually spawns with both, but if they drop, these are good alternatives to the ones I'm going to show you in a minute. As for power weapons, the Sniper overall I don't think is amazing. It takes quite a bit of skill to use, it has quite a bit of flinch, but if you play slow and safe with it, you can make some very dominant map control plays. This is how I set it up. I recommend using this build for the Copperhead. I can't see any major reasons why to use the other ones. You want to get your handling up so you can aim faster, things like that. But the big main ingredient to destruction, see the pun there, is this fusion rifle. This thing is disgusting. It is like a Saladin's Vigil on steroids. If you change one of the perks, you can actually one-hit supers from what I've seen. It is amazing. Rampage stacks your damage, so you're going to hit harder and use less coils to kill someone. Enhanced Battery is the one I run because you don't need more impact. But if you want to be a super killer, Liquid Coils allows you to do a little bit more damage and hopefully take out a super that's running at you. I've seen it done. It's amazing. As for the scope, I just went with the first one because it's a short zoom, snappy sight. And overall, I think this is the strongest power weapon in the game right now. I'm not kidding you, the fusion rifle is amazing. So let's jump on my Titan and look at a couple other guns. Now, personally, I think this is the strongest build in the game. Overall, this is the strongest loadout that you can get for your first and second weapon. The Nightshade Pulse Rifle. It is a kinetic pulse rifle that has bonus damage after reloading from a kill. It's got some decent stability. It's got a good sight on it. This pulse rifle, for me, is the best in the beta right now. And then you match it up with the Minuet 42, which in my opinion, once again, is the best hand cannon in the game. The opening shot gives you increased accuracy and range. It's great for picking off targets at a distance when it's your first shot. I believe every time you shoot a new opponent, the opening shot procs. I haven't tested it fully, but I've seen it go off multiple times, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Flared Magwell increases your reload speed, or you can do Drop a Mag. Either works. I think Drop a Mag technically would be better overall, so I'm going to stick with that one. And then as for the sights, Crossfire has the most range, but I don't think... Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's the best. True Sight looks very good. True Sight in the first game was fantastic. I need to test more, but I'm going to go with either True Sight or Crossfire on this one. And then the Sweet Business. So the Sweet Business is pretty much a Gatling gun. You need to hold down the trigger to get to the maximum fire rate, and that's pretty much what you do. You see some people on the radar, you start holding down the trigger, and then you pop out from cover. And it's very hard to duel this when you get it up to max speed. But if you start dueling someone when your your RPMs are down, you're actually going to lose the duel. So unless you're using this at top speed, it's not the best. It has 99 in the magazine. There are situations where this can be pretty fun, pretty good, but I wouldn't say that this is the go-to weapon all the time. It is situational, and when you hit that situation, it can be amazing, but don't be fretting if you're not using it. For another top-tier PvP weapon, the heavy weapon, Retro Futurist is a shotgun, and I'm a big fan of it so far. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to build it with the, field choke or small bore or whatever I want on it. But this shotgun is great. It's a little bit harder to close the gap in this game because we don't have Titan skating and Warlock surfing and things like that. But when you do get up close, this thing is a one-bang god. It is very, very strong. I think with small bore, if you get lucky, you can hit them from a pretty crazy range. But I've been using full choke. The reason why is it reduces the amount of spread on these shotguns, so you aim it right at their chest, but you don't do as much headshot damage. I've found that the full choke works best for me, but it might not work best for you. This shotgun is great. I'm not going to say it's like Fellwinter's Lie or Matador good, but how movement has changed in the game, how guns have been responding. This shotgun, when you get up close and personal, destroys people. It absolutely destroys people. So that's it for my weapons. The submachine guns are pretty meh. The sidearms are pretty meh. The scout rifles can be okay, but they're not amazing. If you guys want to dominate, check out the weapons that I used today, and I'll see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye. And before I go, if you're bored, check out the stream, twitch.tv/Mtashed. Hope to see you there.